Yeah, definitely. And whether it's before they go out and work out or after, I'm enjoying, kind of sitting in the clubhouse, just talking, connected, talking about as much as we can, talking about plans. The next couple weeks leading into spring training, what the expectations are, and it's good. More and more guys keep coming in each and every day, and then tomorrow, obviously, we'll have the entire group of pitchers and catchers out on the field. So excited about that.
Entire group reported.
On the pitchers and catchers, yeah.
Yeah. Any limitations on any of those guys? I know Castillo at the end of last season.
No, they're still finishing up physicals as we speak. I think the last group is finishing up now, so we'll get updated at the at the end of the day. But as of now, no.
Did you update in any kind of or add your own philosophies or sort of this is the way the Padres are going to do it in the off season, and you'll be presenting that either in a book form or in meetings?
Yeah, I think we spent the last maybe 3.5 months, whether it's group of coaches, talking to the minor league guys, talking to scouts, talking to front office, talking to our analytic group, and we've kind of spent the last 3.5 months kind of, planning, what's important to us and what are we going to do. So, to answer your question, yeah, we're definitely going to, stress what's important, what do we believe is winning baseball, and move forward.
Would there be one or two things you could say we would know that's a Jayce Tingler team? This is ultimate for you?
No, I don't think there's any secrets. I think it's going to be the way we show up, the way we hustle. It comes down to fundamentals. Can we throw the ball over the plate? Can we put the ball in play? How do we run the bases? And how clean can we catch and throw the ball? So, obviously that's pretty broad and there's layers to that. But those are the fundamentals of the game, and those are the things that we believe in, and we believe that produces winning baseball.
You can talk to a ton of people in the offseason and prepare you for what it's like to be the guy in charge here and compare notes and pick brains. But what are the things you couldn't have realized until you physically got here and started to go through these giant checklists?
I just think maybe my last 14, 15 years of just looking back on some of my experiences, maybe as a player, to a coach, to a bottom level coach, up to a major league coach, from a coordinator. I've got to see a lot of managers run it. And so just kind of drawing back on what's been good, what's been bad, and then probably most importantly, sticking to who I am and what do I believe. So it's probably a blend of all those things, with the most important thing is just being myself.
But was there anything you got here and said, even despite all that experience at all those different levels, you didn't realize until you got here, gosh, the manager's got to do that and that and that?
Just talking to you guys.
That's the main
No,
Maybe.
no. No, I think. Look, I'm relying a lot on our staff. So I think the biggest thing that's going to be the most different for me is watching the guys work out today. I'm itching at times to go grab a fungo and to go throw and do those things. That's kind of who I am. And so at times I got to find myself step back. We talked about what we're going to do as a group, and I trust these coaches. I've got a ton of confidence in the coaches. I got a ton of confidence in the players. So just checking myself honestly of wanting to go, wanting to go full throttle. No, I gotta step back and let guys work.
With Margot gone, have you thought about center field, and are you considering having Tatís work out there at all this spring?
We have considered a couple center fielders. We've never once discussed, honestly, Tatís being out there.
You built you a pretty nice bullpen. Have you thought about how that might make your life a little easier in year one?
Yeah, no, it's definitely exciting. We're going to talk to those guys tomorrow. I think the main thing for the first maybe 2 to 3 weeks, we just want to see a progression. We want to see a build up. At times it can be cold here in Arizona. So I think first and foremost, are we preparing right? Are we working out right? Are we getting warm? Are we making sure these guys are healthy? Still pushing them? And then look, when we get to the last whatever it is, 2 weeks of camp, we'll start starting to settle into roles and things like that. But right now we're just kind of staying in the present and just making sure that we're getting these guys the work that they need to get done.
Have you thought about how a guy like Larry Rothschild might impact this group of young pitchers?
Yeah, I think about it all the time. I think about, whether it's Larry, whether it's Bobby, whether it's Skip, whether it's the entire coaching staff we have. It's good. We sit in a room yesterday and just hearing these guys, talk about the things that they want to get accomplished. And then what gives me a lot of confidence is seeing these players out on the field, watching them work with the coaches. And it takes away, if there's any type of anxiety, it's like, all right, like, these guys, like, they're experts, like, in their areas, and I've got a lot of confidence in that group.
Given the potential to influence and be productive with guys like Manny and Eric Hosmer, have you prioritized any conversations with them before spring training? And if so, what kind of things do you guys talk about?
Yeah, we communicate. We're going to continue to communicate. As far as like the details to those things, like we're probably not going to get into that. I do expect that group, those two specifically, and others to, I believe in players should run their clubhouse, and that comes with like having a clear set of standards and goals. And it's going to be their job to kind of provide that clarity to maybe the younger players that are coming up in spring training, and then players that are going to come up throughout the year. Players are going to come up, whether it's injury or whether it's promotion. It's just the way the business is, and I think it's our job as coaches. It's our job as leaders. It's the players as leaders to make them feel welcome. And now there is like a set of rules and things that, but that's going to be part of, whether it's Manny and whether it's Hosmer and whether it's a group of guys. I expect them to take charge, like on that leadership in the clubhouse.
What do you know about Franchi Cordero?
What do I what?
What do you know about Franchi Cordero? How much have you seen him play?
Yeah. I've heard a lot of things about him. He was down in Escogido when I was there. He wasn't playing at the time. He was kind of building up. I know he's physical. I know there's not a thing on the field that he can't do. I know his biggest challenge the last, whatever it's been, maybe 18 months, is just the ability to stay on the field and play. So he finished the winter ball season healthy. He finished strong. He played extremely well. I know he's ultra talented, and I'm excited to watch him get some reps and get some at-bats and play live here in Arizona.
What are the different thoughts you have about the 26th man? I mean, is it you have a couple guys infielders who pitch, three catchers? What are you thinking?
Honestly, we know that we can go a couple different directions, but until we watch, the guys work, practice, and play every day, we're not filling our mind with any type of decisions or what way we want to go. So, until we see exactly how the team's going to shape up, and where our strengths or where our weaknesses or what we think our weaknesses are and where we can add value, we're probably not going to put a lot of time into the 26 man until we kind of see the full squad kind of shape up.
Do you see the benefit, or what benefit do you see in having like a 14th pitcher who can be a utility infielder?
If you go that route, I think like any chance you have to maybe save a bullpen arm on maybe a game that's maybe over with a huge run difference. I think if you're able to save, is it 1 inning a week? I think that adds up over time to some of those bullpen arms, so that can definitely be an advantage.
You're learning about this team, but at the same time, they're actually learning about you. What's that first impression you want to make? Have you thought about how do you make that first impression and what you want it to be?
I just hope that whenever they make their impression or whatever they think of me, I hope they walk away and say, you know what, he's truthful and he's honest. Whether it's what they want to hear or don't want to hear, I hope that would be one thing that'd be important to me, is that I tell them the truth.
Do you plan daily meetings during spring training?
Yeah, we're going to have daily meetings. They're going to be over different topics. Most of the time, it's going to be just to either summarize the day before, but probably more importantly, talk about the plans for the day and what we're trying to get accomplished.
Do you have expect any limitations on Tatís coming off his injuries?
No, we don't. Everything's been reported back. He's been out here early. He's swinging the bat. He's running. He's playing defense. So we do not expect any limitations.
What's Kinsler bring, and what do you expect to rely on him for this spring?
I think whether it's Kinsler, whether it's Alan Craig, whether it's AJ Ellis. I think we have such a unique group of like 3 players that are all helping, whether it's coach, front office, different needs. I think like the unique deal about those 3 is they're freshly removed from the field, and so I think the first perspective they bring is they bring maybe a player's perspective, but they also realize how hard this game is to play, especially since it's so fresh. So being able to hear their takes, being able to get like their opinions, be able to lean on them for questions, for advice, anything like that. I'm really excited, not for just me personally, but probably more so for the players to have somebody like that you can lean on.
What were your main impressions from watching Tatís play shortstop defense last year? Understanding he's very young, where do you think he can also improve?
Yeah, I think the first thing that radiates out is just his talent. You know, it's really easy to go through a highlight video and just watch, you know, extraordinary play after extraordinary play. I think one thing that we have to do as a group, we're probably going to have to do a better job of taking care of the baseball, collecting our routine outs, catching the ball, throwing it to the right base. If we can clean that up a little bit, not just at shortstop, on all areas, that's going to be one of the emphasis. And you know, we believe that's a part of winning baseball.